මෝඩෙක් වෙන්න එපා. එහෙම දවස් 10ක් නම් උගන්නන්න බෑ. I don't think it's possible. එහෙම තියෙනවා මේ course එකේ. I can change the statement.
No.
සිංහලෙන් කතා කරලා සල්ලි හම්බ කරන්න හරි අමාරුද? Why can't you focus on English? English නම් පොඩි කාලේ cat dog හරි අහලා තියෙනවනේ. I think I worked hard to build this. I can't even be serious. Spoken English and public speaking are two different things. Board එක ගැන English ඕනේ නැහැ. ඒකත් ඕනෙත් දන්නේ නැහැ නේ. බෝඩ් එකට බෝඩ් පෙට්‍රල් එකට හවුනොත් ඕනේ. අර දැන් මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා කියපු ටිකට මචං බැන කමෙන්ට් එක ටයිප් කර කර ඉතින් මේ කෑල්ල ආවම ඉරේස් කරනවා. නේද? මෙහෙමයි තියෙන්නේ. මොකක් හරි ලී බිස්නස් එකක් කරගෙන සිල්ලර කඩයක් දාගෙන එහෙම මොකක් හරි ගේමක් මැච් එකක් ගහනවා නම් ඉතින් ඉංග්‍රීසි එච්චර ඕනේ නැහැ. If you can speak well in English, I think that's where your turning point is. ඒක මොකද ඔහොම කියන්න කියලා. නැත්තම් මම කියන්නේ නැහැ. සිංහල දන්නේ නැත්තම් මචං ඌ ලංකාවේ ඉඳලා වැඩකුත් නැහැ. ගැහුවා මචං ගැහිලා. Oh my goodness, I will never ever forget that. එතරම් මුන්ට වැරදුනේ. මුන්ට අර සිංහල ගතිය අමතක වුණා. ඔබ මෙතන ගෙන ආෆ්‍රිකා වැරද්දක් කියලා මට දැන් මේ කරගෙන යද්දි තේරෙනවා. Host Lennox. Yeah, Host Lennox. And my name is Shenal Mahanama. Thank you. ඉතින් මට බනින්න එපා. මම ඇත්ත තමයි කිව්වේ. All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Success Podcast. I think we've been having a conversation off camera and we've been laughing. Yeah. So we are coming into the podcast on a good note. So we have with us a very special guest here today. Not so special. Very special. Very special guest. He is none other than Host Lennox. Yeah, Host Lennox. And my name is Shenal Mahanama. Thank you for letting the audience know my name. But your name is Host Lennox now. That's my name is Host Lennox because now I'm into computing. Because now you're not a person. You're a brand. I'm a brand. Oh my goodness. I'm not like Success Academy. I'm not the head lecturer of the Success Academy. Anyway, hi, Ayubowan, Vanakkam, Assalamu alaikum. I hope I got it right. Okkom superior diyana. And for your information, there's no coffee or tea inside. It's just water. All right. Hey, thanks. Thanks for letting them know. All this time, but I was like, very professional. I know. I saw. Even the water, I was just sipping. Thanks. I know. If you watch the previous episode where Abhishek is, he's just sipping apple leke, but it's not coffee, it's not tea, it's just water. මෙතන ගෙන ආෆ්‍රිකා වැරද්දක් කියලා මට දැන් මේ කරගෙන යද්දි තේරෙනවා. බිස්නස් මැස්සොත් මට කියන්නවා. Success Academy. All right. Right. So Mahanama, අපි දැන් ඉස්කෝලේ ඉඳලාම we know each other. Yeah, of course. We've been good friends since school, same house. We were in the same class also. If in grade 4 and 5. Yeah, grade 4, 5. Yeah, Juicer's class. At that Juicer's class. And Ashinsani teacher's class. Yeah, grade 3. No, grade 4 you baga? Grade 4, yeah. Can't remember anything now. I'm getting into that dementia stage now. Success has got to you, so now you're forgetting the past. If you remember him from the time he was a kid, I think I remember a very different person. Water. So, I don't know if you remember yourself back in grade 4 and 5. Yeah, I can remember. It was you were in a different world altogether. Yeah, right? Yeah. A different world as in I was in Earth. You were St. Peter's star athlete. Okay, right? all right. You used to be in very good shape. Plus... What do you mean? I mean, but that doesn't mean I'm out of shape. And... you used to cause... I was very thin back then. No, I had 4 packs. Back then, not 6. I had 4, but now I have a family pack. So, you also used to be our class's most notorious student. I don't agree. Yeah. Do you remember what you used to do? But there were others as well. Yeah, that was your clique of friends, so... My family members are also watching. They thought I was a very good student back then. I think I ruined your reputation anyway at your wedding. Anyway, it's ruined. Because I gave a speech where I was not very much in my senses. And I thought, why at your engagement party? Yeah. Oh my goodness, I was very scared.
But then again,
I thought that was the day your engagement would also end. But that was a good time.
Obviously.
Grade 4, 5, we were in Sinhala medium.
We were in Sinhala medium. Then this bugger chose to go to America. So, but since grade 1 up to grade 13, I was in Sinhala medium.
Yeah.
And
I
this
didn't go
bugger,
to America. I went to English medium.
yeah, machang, but these people think that they went to America, not English medium. එතරයි මුන්ට වැරදුනේ මුන්ට අර සිංහල ගතිය අමතක වුණා. අපි තමයි මොනවද ගමේ කොල්ලෝ නෙමෙයි අපි
කැපුවත් සිංහලේ.
එහෙම කියන්න බෑ මේක බලනවානේ. ඒකයි මම අර පටන් ගද්දි වඩක්කම් ආයුබෝවන් අස්ලාම් අලයිකුම්
කියලා.
ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් මොකද මචං කියන්නේ? හායිද?
good morning.
good morning කියන්නේ සුබෝදෑසන.
එහෙම අර ආයුබෝවන් කියලා වචනයක් නෑ.
එහෙම ආයුබෝවන් කියලා වචනයක් නෑ.
Yeah.
Take notes. එහෙම වචනයක් නෑ. අද අලුතෙන් දෙයක් ඉගෙන ගත්තා. You learn something new. So take notes. So we were in grade I think since grade 1 up to grade 4, 5 we were in the same up to grade 6.
We were Sinhala medium.
Yeah, same class?
No, grade 4, 5 we were in the same class. Yeah, thanks for remembering, like your roots. Clearly success has got to your head.
Yeah, not like Success Academy. Yeah.
But then we met again as prefects.
That's where my entire life changed. Shape again, not
because,
entirely.
That also I remember you being very notorious.
Once again, I don't agree.
One of the funniest stories
yes,
I remember
obviously.
from you was our Raga captain had got a...
Diyat?
Yes.
Diyat, no? Oh my goodness, is it fine much if we mention names? Diyat Aya.
So he had got a red card in one of the matches.
Yeah, I can remember. It was in Mount Lavinia.
You remember the place also?
Yeah, I remember the place. I remember the school. I remember everything.
Oh God. Yes. So he had played a Raga match and he had got a red card. Now as junior prefects, he was our senior.
Yes.
Now, as junior prefects, we can't insult them or we can't do anything. But this guy did this.
Even though we want to insult them, we can't. Yeah.
So he saw this guy coming from a distance. So we have a red notebook in our pocket. He took out the red notebook, showed it, did... What happened to you after that?
Machang, you know what happened?
So tell the audience, they don't know.
Gahuwa machang, gahilla. Oh my goodness. I will never ever forget that. Extremely sorry, Diyat Ayya, because we have to call them Ayya. So Diyat Ayya, extremely sorry for what I did. Machang, kamat, machang again. So I think that's also one of my turning points.
I think you had many turning points.
Yeah, many. Then මෙතන අර හන්දියකට කොටත් මචං turn එකක් ගත්තා. That's also a turning point.
There are so many other jokes that I can't say. Of the things
please
you have
don't.
done.
Yeah, please don't, machang. Now I'm a very committed man, so.
Because you had a very illustrious career as a prefect.
Of course. Water.
But, so now you are Host Lennox.
Yeah, now I'm Host Lennox. So now I'm into comparing, like emceeing weddings, corporate events. What else? Malageval nang karanne. But if I get the right number, obviously RTC Amaranth. I mean, I would do it if you pay me the right number. But Malageval karanne. But on top of that, birthdays, whatever, like weddings, corporate events, awards ceremonies, quiz competitions, I do everything. So if you want that energetic guy in your wedding to host your wedding, your event, you know whom to call.
Yeah.
And it's not him, it's me.
So you clearly got a demo of what his energy is like.
Yeah, of course, see?
So you studied fully in Sinhala medium, like you said.
Yes, since grade 1.
And you just insulted me saying that we switched to English. Now you're doing English comparing.
Yeah, so, I mean, now that's the point. Because now...
You realize that's where the money is, no?
Yeah, that's where the money is, okay?
Sinhala kata
kala salli hamba karanna hariya amar there are events where you could do Sinhala comparing Sinhalen kalla salli hamba karanna puluwan, but the audience, the market is there for the English, English audience is there. I think so. If I may speak about my school background, I won't mention my school. I think all of them know what your school is, so we both went to the same school. One of the leading schools in Sri Lanka. So since grade 1, I was into Sinhala medium. It is Sinhala medium kiwama. The only thing is we associate with Sinhala friends, right? I'm not saying it's bad. It's good because they are funny, they are very helpful. But then again, when you move out right after your A levels, when you move out like for your career, can be your educational stuff. So then only you realize in vain I should have gotten into English medium. This is my personal opinion. This is not his opinion. It's my personal opinion. Because if I had been in English medium, I think I would have done better in terms of like everything in my life. ඉතින් අවුලක් නෑ. ඉතින් ආතල්ලගේ සිංහල හැබැයි එහෙමයි කියලා මේ දැන් මේක අර කමෙන්ට් කරන කට්ටිය කියන අපෝ මුන් සිංහලට කැමති නෑ සිංහලට විරුද්ධයි.
අම්බෝ අපි ඒක වීඩියෝයක් දැම්ම හරිද
සංගීත මට බය හිතුණා. බය එකයි අර මම අද හිතාගෙන මාව මොකක් හරි කියනවා නම් ආයි යටින් කියනවා සිංහල ගැන වැරදි දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. නෑ නෑ සිංහල obviously නෑ වැරදි දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. it's a very good thing. සිංහල දන්නේ නැත්තම් මචං මූ ලංකාවේ ඉඳලා වැඩකුත් නෑ. මේ යන්න ඕනේ රටකට කියන්නේ චුත වෙලාම යන්න ඕනේ සිංහල number 1 if you are a Tamil person. Tamil number 1. ඉතින් English should දැනගන්න ඕනේ because English is very important to your life, right? මේ නැත්තම් ඉතින් අර ඒ කියන්නේ අපි කොහොමත් සිංහල දන්නද අපි හිතමු මේක බලනවා කියලා කවුරු හරි audience එකේ must be a parent. එයාගේ ළමයාට ඒ කියන්නේ English උගන්වන්න වට වඩා අර සිංහල තමයි number 1 කියලා අපේ කට්ටිය කතා තියෙනවා. So anyway if you are speaking in Sinhala in your home and if your child speaks in Sinhala when he goes to school, ඉතින් වැඩක් නෑ. ඉතින් කොහොමත් සිංහල දන්නවනේ. ඉතින් අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ ඉංග්‍රීසි තමයි මේ දැනගන්න ඕන දේ. ඉතින් ඒක වැරදි කියලා හිතන්න එපා because English is very important because whenever I can remember my first job, it was one of the leading commercial banks in Sri Lanka. So why they hired us? Mainly one obviously because of the school. ඒ ඉස්කෝලේට මාර තැනක් තියෙනවා. මේ කියන්නේ අපේ ඉස්කෝලේ විතරක් නෙමේ there are schools ඒ හැම ඉස්කෝලේකටම මාර තැනක් තියෙනවා corporates වල. And at the same time because you come from that background, so they think of course this person has a good personality, right? ඉතින් ඕවා බලලා තමයි job එකට ගන්නෙ. හැබැයි if you can speak well in English, I think that's where your turning point is. ඉතින් ඕගලන් කොච්චර පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳලා සිංහලෙන් කොච්චර කතා කරත් මොනා කරත් ඕගලන්ට තැනකට එන්න ඕන නම් if you want to get that job, if you want to climb the corporate ladder, I think the right language is English, and where to get it done, where to learn is success අගර මොකෝ ඔහම කියන්න කියලා. නැත්තම් මම කියන්නේ නෑ කිව්වේ. So start from the basics නේද නැත්නම් කියන්නේ.
yo I don't know what you are doing.
Once again water. හරි අමාරුයි නේද මේ රස්නේ ඒසි නැද්ද? අම්බුවරල ලයිට් ගාලා දෙනවා නිකන් මේ ඉරයි යා මොනවාද ඔක්කොම ටික ගාලා දෙනවා. good.
So how did you learn English now since you studied for 13 years in English medium?
No, so back then when I was small, my parents, especially my mother, I'm grateful to her because she only wanted me to learn English whenever there's something going on the TV. She wanted me to watch the English news channels, whatever, even the cartoons when it comes to cartoons. And especially I got onboarded as the elocution. So I did that as well because she wanted me to do that. She wanted me to learn English because I was coming, now my school is one of the prestigious schools in Sri Lanka. So if I don't have that English background, so that was a concern. So I'm forever grateful to her. Thank you, Ammi. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා තමයි English වලට පටන් ගත්තේ. But then again, so as I said, now since grade 1 I was associating with my Sinhala medium friends. But when we are in school, to be very honest, to be frank, we don't speak in English, right? We speak in Sinhala because Sinhala is, දන්නවනේ කොල්ලෝ ඉතින් සිංහලෙන් කතා කරන්නේ. But when it comes to the English medium classes, they speak fully in English. එතකොට but I also wanted to join English medium, but then again මට එච්චර ඕක මේකක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. And I can remember where my mother told me apparently I got selected for the English medium when I was in grade 1. So we have this interview නේ. පොඩි දන්නවනේ fatherට අර කාටද සල්ලි දීලා ඉතින් ඉස්කෝලේට everybody we pay money, when we join even නිකන් ගන්න නැහැ ඉස්කෝලේ, right? So from that interview apparently I've been selected to English medium. But then again, that father, that priest, he has told my parents, it's like this. If you want to see your child, if you want to see your child go to our university, I think the best is if you go to Sinhala medium, not English medium. The pass rates are too low. එහෙම තමයි කියලා තින්නේ. අපරාධ ඉතින් මොනවා කරා අන්තිමට සිංහල මීඩියම් එකෙන් කරලා
යුනිවර්සිටි ගියේ නැහැ.
ඉතින් Father God bless you. Come on, so that's how I got into English in Podikar Indala because of my mother mainly, and in school where it really turned is when I got into the prefectship right after O levels. We have so initially we have to be a steward, then junior prefect, senior prefect. Onno e kale thamai like the majority of the prefect's body is English. Majority English. අර අපි තමයි අර අඩුකුලේ තරටට්ට ගාලා තින්නේ. අපි තමයි අඩුවෙන් හිටියේ. මේ අපි කියන්නේ සිංහල කොල්ලෝ තමයි අඩුවෙන් හිටියේ. But then all the other guys were English. එම්ෙන් අර Tamil. අපේ ඉන්න ශ්‍රීනාත් කවුද බෲස් පර්සි වගේ තුන් දෙනෙක් හිටියා. ජෙරමි ස්ටැනිස්ලස් ඒ පොඩි තුන් දෙනෙක් විතර හිටියා Tamil. But the majority was English. ඉතින් ඔතනින් තමයි when we hear they talk, ඉතින් ඕවත් එක්ක when we get to associate with them wherever we go, අර කතා කරන ඒකෙන් තමයි ඇත්තටම මම පටන් ගත්තේ. That's where I started. But then again, back then I didn't know that I had this talent of being an MC. So right after that, I got into one of the leading commercial banks, as I mentioned earlier. I got my education as well. So that's once again in English. I think I have done my HND, my bachelor's, CIM. I have completed everything. So that's in English. I think ඔයා හිතනවා නම් ඔයාගේ ළමයාට හරි මේක බලන කවුරු හරි ඉංග්‍රීසි එච්චර වැඩක් නැහැ කියලා මං කියන්නේ ඒක බොරුවක්. මොකද right after A levels, if you want to go up in the ladder or the corporate ladder, මොන කියන්නේ අපි හිතමු education පැත්තෙන්ද මොනවා කරත් අන්තිමට සිංහලෙන් උගන්වන්නේ නැහැ. සිංහලෙන් උගන්වන courses තියෙනවද? I don't know. Very less, no. So it's all English. It's all English. So if you want to do a certificate course, HND, bachelor, so මොනා කරත් English. මේ මොකද certificate එක දෙන්නේ from somewhere from UK. හැබැයි ඉතින් අපේ උන් සිංහලෙන් කතා කරලා ගියාට පස්සේ it's very hard. ඉතින් මට බනින්න එපා. මම ඇත්ත තමයි කිව්වේ once again water.
නෑ මොකද අපි අසංගීත් එක්ක මෙහෙම වීඩියෝ එකක් කරා.
කවුද සංගීත් කියන්නේ අර sorry.
යසංගි.
යසංගි okay.
ඒ වීඩියෝ එක වයිරල් ගියා. කියන්නේ views 25000 විතර ආවා.
බූස්ට් කරන්නේ නෑ.
බූස්ට් කරේ නෑ.
බූස්ට් කරා. මගේ ඉස්සරහමයි බූස්ට් කරේ. නෑ බූස්ට් කරේ මන් දන්නේ බූස්ට්.
හැබැයි ඒකට බැනලා තිබ්බ මාර විදියට.
මාර විදියට බැනලා තිබ්බා. මටත් බනින්න මට මිනිස්සු කොහොමත් බනිනවා. මේමයි මිනිස්සු කොහොමත් බනිනවා කියන්නේ මාව වැඩි කට්ටිය දන්නේ නැති නිසා අවුලක් නෑ.
දැනගත්තට පස්සේ බයිනක සාධාරණයි.
නෑ ඉතින් මම වැරද්දක් නෙමෙයි කිව්වේ. හරිද? ඉතින් මචං English is very important. English කියන දේ නැත්තම් මේමයි ඉතින් ඔයාගේ මොකක් හරි ලී බිස්නස් එකක් කරගෙන සිල්ලර කඩයක් දාගෙන එහෙම මොකක් හරි ගේමක් මැච් එකක් ගහනවා නම් ඉතින් ඉංග්‍රීසි එච්චර ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔයා ත්‍රිවිල් එකක් පැද්දත් සුද්දෙක්ව දාගෙන යන්න හරි මැඩම් where to go කියලා අහන්න හරි ඉංග්‍රීසි දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් ඒකයි මම කිව්වේ English is very important. නැත්නම් ඉංග්‍රීසි නැතුව survive වෙන්න හරි අමාරුයි. මොකද අපි හැමදාම නෑ ඉංග්‍රීසි ඕනේ නැහැ. අපේ සිංහල අපි Tamil අපිට මේ අපි ජපාන් නෙමෙයිනේ. අපි ශ්‍රී ලංකා. ඉතින් අපි යුරෝපුත් නෙමෙයිනේ. අපි ශ්‍රී ලංකා. අර මොකද එක සුළි ගුණාටුවක් ආවනම් හරි එකක් මැප් එකෙත් නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා මේ මං කියන්නේ English is very important.
When you were trying to speak English with your friends. Now ඔය දන්නවනේ අපි ඉස්සර දැන් English වලින් කතා කරද්දී කට්ටිය විහිළු කරනවා. මොනවද ඔය posh වෙන්න හදන්නේ? කඩ පුළුවන්. show off කරනවා. එහෙම
ගහනවා.
ඔබට කරාද කවුරුත්?
මටත් එහෙම කියපු සෙට් එකක් හිටියා. ඉතින් it was there. ඉතින් අපි නම් එහෙම කරන්න ගියේ නෑ. because we wanted to learn. මාව දැක්කම වෙනවනේ ඉතින් හැමතිස්සෙම ඉගෙන ගන්නම බලාගෙන ඉන්න එක්කෙනෙක් කියලා. We wanted to learn. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා අර එහෙම
මටම කිව්වා ඉංග්‍රීසි මීඩියම් ගිය නිසා ඇමරිකාවට ගියා වගේ. මේ කැමරා එකේ
වැරදි කියලා අර හොඳ නාමයක් චුට්ටක් ගන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් අර මොකද බයින දැන් මේ අර ඉස්සෙල්ලා ගාලා බයින බැන අර දැන් මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා කියපු ටිකට මචං බැන කමෙන්ට් එක ටයිප් කර ඉතින් මේ කෑල්ල ආවම ආයි ඉරෙස් කරනවා නේද? නෑ ඉතින් මට අහපු okay oh yes yes ඉතින් එහෙම මේ බොරුවට පොෂ් වෙන්න හදන්න එපා. ඉතින් ඔය වගේ දේවල් කියලා මට නම් එහෙම වැඩි කිව්වේ නෑ මොකද මම වැඩි ඉස්කෝලේ කාලේ මම වැඩි ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කතා කරේ නෑ. But yeah I have noticed that a couple of times. හැබැයි මම කියන්නේ එහෙම වෙන්න එපා. If you have the opportunity to speak with someone in English, that's a blessing. Take it as a blessing. ඒ වගේ chances හැමෝටම හම්බෙන්නේ නෑ because මොකද ඒ ඉංග්‍රීසි කියන එක මම කිව්වා වගේ very important to your life. නැත්තම් මොකද මටත් if I was very fluent in English back then, I'm not saying that I'm fluent now. I'm not fluent at all. But I think I have upgraded myself. But if I was in English medium back then, I think I would have done better because you know why now most of the people nowadays now they are moving abroad, they are migrating. We'll say Canada, Australia, boating යනුනුත් ඉන්න උන්ට ඉංග්‍රීසි ඕනේ නැහැ. But boating යනට ඉංග්‍රීසි ඕනේ නැහැ. boating යන්න එපා සුළුකුණාටු. හරිද? boating යනට ඉංග්‍රීසි ඕනේ නැහැ. ඒකත් ඕනෙත් දන්නේ නැහැ නේ. බෝඩර් එකට බෝඩර් පෙට්‍රල් එකට හවුනොත් ඕනේ. මේ කොමාරි එහෙම යන්න උනත් one day after your education, even if you want to go abroad, you have to do IELTS, PTE, CELPIP. So there are several exams. But for that, you need to have that English. If not, you maybe end up paying a hefty sum for your exams. ඉතින් එහෙම කරන්න එපා අපරාධේ. Because you can save up money if you get into English even since day one. ඉතින් ඔයාගේ ළමයාත් ඉංග්‍රීසි මොනවා හරි කරනවා නම් කාටුන් එකක් එහෙම බැලුවට කමක් නැහැ සිංහල එකක් දෙකක්. But try to.
But that's the worst thing you can do because I remember in Sirasa TV they dubbed all the English cartoons to Sinhala. That was the worst decision.
නෑ මචං එහෙම කරේ නැත්තම් බලන්න යන they won't watch no මචං so they want the screen time. ඒ කියන්නේ නැත්තම් සල්ලි ගෙවන්නේ නෑනේ. මෝඩෙක් වෙන්න එපා.
But that was not a good decision, bro, because imagine how many Sri Lankan children lost out the opportunity to watch a good cartoon.
Watch a good cartoon, yeah.
Because they dubbed it all in Sinhala.
Yeah, especially, can you remember Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
And what is this cartoon?
Cow the Boy.
Cow the Boy. There was another cartoon, Chandi. Chota Bheem. But was it in Sirasa?
Sirasa, yeah. Most of those were stuff.
Chandi, Chota Bheem, Chandi. So that's what. So even if you want to show like a cartoon, I think it has to be English. Yeah. So that's where they learn. Because even in my case, I mean, back in the day, of course, I watched cartoon. Not anymore. I don't have time to watch cartoons now. But still, I watch Netflix, like series and everything. So it's in English. So from there also, we learn new words. That's very important. I think හැමතිස්සම සිංහල වුණාට Tamil වුණාට ඔයා මුස්ලිම් වුණාට ඒ language එකම follow කරන්න ඕනේ බයින නිසා කියන්නේ කරන්න ඕනේ. But then again, English is very important if you want to go up one day.
So when you got into the bank, how helpful was it to move up the ladder? And you moved to another bank as well now for, I think, a better position.
Yeah, better position.
How important was English to move up that ladder?
English is very important. I think that is the key because now when I joined my first bank, first company, so I joined as an intern. So back then I was good in English but shape again. Yeah, so then after that I was into news anchoring as well at that bank. And then again I was into recruitments mainly, HR. So when you are doing recruitments, English is very important because you have to speak in front of crowds because it's a new phase every day. You're onboarding new people to your company and you are the face of that company. So English is very important. But then again, I was reading books. I mean, reading books. I think you should do that. I think I have to, get it as a habit. So then after that, because of English, I think I faced that interview very well at my second bank, second company. And I got that opportunity once again at recruitment. So then again, so anyway, our company people knows that I gave my resignation as well. But I think because of my character, because of who I was, I think it's because of English as well, because they have told me that. I've got an opportunity at our marketing department because my bachelor's, my CIM, everything. So CIM is anyway, it's Chartered Institute of Marketing. So marketing, I was into marketing. I wanted to get out of that HR sector. But then again, from marketing department, they asked me to join instead of resigning from the bank. And I got an offer from one of the blue chip companies as well. I think that is mainly because of who I was, because of the English language mainly, because how I faced that interview. So I think English is very important to go up in the ladder now. Okay, forget about me. I have seen people who are very good in English. So they have gone up that ladder. Even maybe they are not very skillful like in day-to-day work, but because of only because of English, they have climbed that ladder. So it's very good because I have seen people who are not good in English, but they are very good at work. But still the management, they don't appreciate them because whenever there's a presentation in front of the board, in front of the corporate or the senior management, you have to do it in English. We'll say now, if I can't, okay, I'm not good in English, but I am good at work. If he's okay, we'll say he's not good at work, but he's very good in English. But I have made the presentation, I have made the strategy, everything. But at the end, he will present it in front of the senior management. He will present it in front of the board. So what people will think is, okay, oh my goodness, this person, this bugger deserves more. But me who did all the work, I'm unseen.
It's like the lyricist and the singer. We all know the singer, but we don't know the lyricist.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So that's how people go up as well because of English, especially in a country like Sri Lanka. Now, if you are in a country like America, Canada, in European countries, I'm not quite sure. But especially in Sri Lanka, now, you don't know, when we even go to an interview, what they ask is, okay, what is your school? Because they think, because of your school, you may be good in English. I think because of English, definitely you can go up in the ladder if you're planning to stay here. Even if you want to go abroad, of course, to do IELTS and all, English is very important. It's very important, and it has helped me in my like emceeing stuff as well, because I didn't know that I had this talent. I was into comparing and all, but then again I thought, okay, why not? Because what I think is now, spoken English and public speaking are two different things, right? But for an MC, it's mainly public speaking. Of course, spoken English, like grammar, everything is important, but mainly it's public speaking, right? Because you should not fear in front of the crowd. When you see a crowd, බය වුණොත් හරියන්නේ නැහැ. You can't be an MC. බය නැතො full ආතල් එකේ අර එනර්ජි එක දෙන එක්කෙනා තමයි who can be an MC. එතකොට ඔයා වැරද්දක් කරත්, even if you make a mistake, people will not notice. Right? Because of the way you speak. And so as I said,
how did you overcome that fear? Now, at one point you would have also been afraid to speak in front of an audience, and you would have had that insecurity at least. Well, අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම තියෙන ඇති මොකද you come from a full Sinhala speaking background. You would have felt, oh shit, now I'm speaking in front of all English people. How did you overcome that fear?
Yeah, so that's very interesting, Machang. So back in the day, I can remember even now we had this prayer thing in morning in our school. ඕක දෙනවා කිව්වහමත් කකුල් දෙක වේවුලනවා කියන්නේ මචං චූ යන්න නැති ටික විතරයි. I was very scared, and මචං ඕකත් එක්ක I got to be the house captain. හරිද?
Yeah, despite all the crazy thing, I wanted to touch on that.
Yeah.
I'll come back to that.
No, I mean, so back in the day I was very scared. අර කකුල් දෙක මෙහෙම වෙවුලන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මම පියානෝ එකක් උඩ හිටගත්තා නම් මචං කකුල් දෙකෙන් ඒ කියන්නේ මචං ඔය ඉන්න ඔක්කොම පරාද එච්චරටම අර මොනවද මෙඩලින් ගහනවා කියලා කියන්නේ මම බය. I was very scared back then, right? To speak in front of crowds. I had that fear. ඉතින් බය මාර බයක් තිබුණේ. So somehow from my first company, that bank, I got the opportunity to host some events. Shape again, not like major events like, you know, staff gatherings or Christmas again, some things. I think I got the opportunity to do that, and those people loved it. And ඊට පස්සේ now I wanted to improve my skill, right? So what I did was, when no one was at home, කවුරුත් නැති තැන්වල, what I did was I imagined, okay, there's a crowd in front of me, because I had that dream. I mean, I wanted to be an entertainer one day. So obviously I can't sing. මම සින්දුවක් කිව්වොත් මුන් මේක off කරනවා. හැබැයි ඉස්සර පොඩ්ඩක් මම choir එකේ හිටියා.
You were in the choir?
I was in the choir as in, junior choir. Abhishek can remember. Abhishek can remember. Even he was in the choir. I was, no, not alto, soprano. මචං ඒකේ තර soprano ගන්න අර ගාලා කියන්නේ අර කෙල්ලොන්ගේ voice එකෙන්. So I was there. So what we were talking. Okay.
How did you overcome fear?
Okay, overcome fear. So I imagined that there's a crowd in front of me. So I did, even still to this date, now even tomorrow I have a wedding. I have a wedding to MC. So to this day, I practice alone how I can engage that audience. කියන්නේ English වරදින්න පුළුවන්, මොනා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. But just to get that gist, නිකම් මොකක් හරි පොඩි දෙයක් හරි කළා ඒ ආතල් එක අරන් බලනවා alone. So then overcome that fear, and after that I started emceeing in front of crowds. That's thanks to my current company. So I started emceeing. I'm forever grateful to them, whoever gave me opportunities in my current bank. So that's where actually I started comparing. I started emceeing. So now I think I've built my business. I mean, I'm not boasting or anything, but I've got a couple of thousand followers. Still, it's a startup. But that's where actually I, overcoming that fear thing came to this thing. එහෙම තමයි ආතල්ලි තින් මචං ආතල් එකේ කරගෙන යනවා දැන්ට.
So now, like we discussed earlier, you were one of the most notorious kids, even as a prefect. You were one of the most notorious prefects we had, right?
Really?
What do you mean?
Machan, really?
If I can't say the things you've done in prefectship, bro.
Not everything.
Because it's really bad.
Yes. Of course, not
With
everything.
all
not
of
everything.
that,
Yeah.
right? In our house, you managed to become the house captain. How did that come about?
Machan, that's up to God.
There has to be some kind of divine intervention.
No. I seriously, no, I did now, when they were announcing all the house captains, more the most list again. Still this bugger is jealous. See?
I'm not jealous at all.
Still he regret, oh my, why couldn't I be the house captain? How this bugger became the house captain?
There is
I'm
nothing
very
like
good in
that.
English. This bugger? I think it's up to God and Machang what they saw on me. No, I mean, thank you to all the seniors who recommended me. Hey, me mata kapapu seniors la tiriya. Yeah, it's you. So, I mean, to be very honest, for this date, no clue. Because I didn't even know much. I was not even expecting that I would be the house captain. Because at that point when they were like, clapping, okay, each house, okay, starting with Maurice, Arthur, so there were like 6 houses. I think ours was the last house. So then I was actually hoping it's either Shashan, Abhishek, set house again. So I thought they would be the house captain. I was just chilling. I was like, okay, it has to be Shashan. Okay, it has to be this one. And then they announced, okay, the house captain is Shenal Mahanama. I was like, what? Me? ඉතින් එහෙම තමයි උනේ මේ අදට එහෙම පොඩ්ඩක් ලා සීනියර් කෙනෙක්ට දුන්න පොඩි ගානක් kidding I did not do that.
But you performed quite well as house captain. I think you brought the house up to a certain level as well. We ended up second in that sports meet, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Second, third? Third. Okay,
and I think swimming competition we became second.
Yeah.
Swimming second, but now this is the thing. Swimming from third to second, but sports meet the main event second to third. ඒක අවුලක් නෑ because next house captain third to fourth, then fourth to fifth, fifth to sixth.
Now we are last.
Now I have no idea. I mean, yeah, we were last. I mean, my time it was third, then fourth, fifth, sixth.
There was an interesting story about our house decorations that year. Would you like to tell that story?
Oh my goodness, no. So I had a very supportive. No. Out of sarcasm. So I mean, Shannon, if you are watching this much, you were very helpful to me.
He will definitely be watching this.
Shannon, our drone pilot. So he was my deputy house captain back then. He was very supportive, but he was very supportive in terms of all the operational work. Patta Athal dial this bug is like a
and
coconut
he
tree.
lies through his teeth.
Yeah, Macham, this
His
bug.
nickname for us was Pacha. No, our nickname for him was Pacha FM.
I forgot his name. Shannon, Machang, if you are watching this, Machang, one day you told me.
Watching this, he's watching this.
Who knows? Machang, one day you told me that Mama is a ninja, Machang. His uncle is a ninja.
Do you remember that sponsorship? So we had our prefects day, right? We were the stewards and we had our seniors. And So we were all asked to find these amazing sponsors and big amounts and all that.
And he said it would be around 1 million, right?
Yeah, so he said, immediately he said, Ayya, I can get a sponsorship from 7 Stories for 1 million rupees.
Now 7 Stories
we
is
had
no
to,
more.
Yeah,
It's
we
no
had to stand up and clap for him.
Yeah, because
and
our
everything.
seniors,
Yeah, collectively couldn't find that amount, right?
He was like, Ayya, it's very easy. 1 million.
1 million.
I got a contact at 7 Stories runs.
So then we go into the second meeting. A small problem. We are not able to get 1 million, but 500,000 sure.
Definitely. That's what he
now
said.
still they were like, okay, not bad.
no,
500,000. Okay. That went down to 200,000. That went down to 100,000.
50.
And then finally, Ayya, banner ekak they'll give.
banner ekak
අන්තිමට ඒකේ මුකුත්ම නැහැ.
Nothing. So anyway, Shannon.
Back to the house decor.
Yeah. So Shannon was supposed to do all the house decorations. He was responsible for that, right? So I had to, write all the numbers, line up all the people for the next day event because it was a very hectic task. And this bugger, Shannon, Machang, anyway, Shannon was very supportive. No, I'm serious. Shannon was very supportive. And I think he said, Machang, don't worry, I've got a few girls. Machang, you know my contacts, right? I've got a few girls. I can get it done, my house decoration. Decor, don't worry. So now I can see Arthur House, Morris, all other house, they were doing like next level. Amazing decorations.
Planes.
And when I was inside the classroom, I was writing all these numbers down and all. So then I thought of, okay, now it's time to go to the ground. Okay, I want to witness this in front of my eyes. I was a proud house captain. So then I went straight away into the ground. There was nothing at all. I was like, Shannon, where are you? Shannon, Machang, you know those girls, Machang. Machang. So then Machang, I asked Shane, who is about to be a priest, then I don't know.
No, let's not dive into that. Continue the story.
So I asked him to, help me out. Machang. Long jump it tagedibba valid genalla ara den ara me manik marama walalanne ee wage gahala
එයා ගෙනාව ඩ්‍රාමා රූම් එකෙන් tombstone
එකක් ගෙනාවා. There was a
tombstone එකේ මොනවද ලියලා තියෙන්නේ? Ebenezer Scrooge. Right now on that day
that was used for I think English drama.
Christmas Carol.
For the Christmas Carol.
Okay. No, so there was a drama called the Christmas Carol.
Okay.
So that was what it was used for. So Ebenezer Scrooge is the main character of that drama. මේ ළඟදී Block Candino video එකක් කරලා තිබ්බේ. Christmas Carol දැක්කද?
Christmas Carol. Yes, I watched.
That's a parody of that. So Ebenezer Scrooge is the main character of that show.
All right. Okay.
Then Shannon තමයි එදා chief guest මේක explain කරන්නේ.
Because he has to explain because all the chief guests they were coming up like giving points to each house deco. So and then they came
to talk about the inspiration for that
what
decoration.
Is behind this? What is the story behind it?
We come to this one. Now the chief guest is a sister. Sister definitely දන්නවා Ebenezer Scrooge කියන්නේ කවුද කියලා. මූ මොනවද කියන්නේ? මූ එතෙන්ට කියලා කියනවා sister, we decorated this house as a grave. This is a tribute to the first Basil House captain, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Machang, the looks of that sister, she was shocked. මෙහෙම බලන් හිටියා මට ඇස් දෙක වහන්නේ නැතුව කප්පර 10ක් විතර. I was like, okay.
And he was fully serious.
Yeah.
He was
fully serious. Machang, Shannon.
Next level.
Superb guy, Machang. Next level guy.
He already doesn't
I
like
still,
us.
I love the burger, Machang.
He doesn't love you, bro. That is for sure.
He told you that? No, I love you again.
When was the last time
not
he
like
spoke
that.
to you?
Even though I say I love you, but not like that. Shannon. Like, no, I'm not that person. No. So when I was working in my first bank, Shannon used to call me like a couple of times, like at least once a month or so. He used to call me. මං හිතුවේ උට අපි අමතකම වෙලා කියලා කියලා. But Shannon,
he doesn't like you now, bro.
Really? He said that?
Bro, he did say that, but when was the last time he called you?
Never. Obviously.
And there's a reason for that. I hope you know that.
No, I don't know.
It's because of all the bugging you used to do to him, you bugger.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I didn't. I did not.
Abhishek is over there.
Did I?
Trying not to laugh as hard as he can. You remember you prank called him once. You convinced him.
Yeah, I can remember that. So, yeah, we were on a trip, no? We were on a trip to Nuvarelia, and we were there. We were literally there, and we were bored at that time. So
You
we
said you
wanted.
were the Anand College.
Yeah, I said I was the Anand College head prefect. No, not head prefect.
Aviation
Club president.
Aviation club president.
Aviation president. So then I called him, and he was very serious because he was into drones and all. Because he was into aviation, right, in our school. So then I said, "Hi, Shannon. I'm the Anand College Aviation Club president. We need to hire a few drones and all." And he was very supportive.
And he didn't have a single drone, but he was like, yes, sir, we can supply drones.
We can supply drones.
And the best part is our credit ran out. He called us back and carried out that conversation for another 40 minutes or so. How he finally got the joke was...
No, yeah, I said... I got the...
අහසින් දෙන්නේ නූලෙන් ඇදගෙන දෙන්නේ. That's when he finally got the...
Nice times, you know. Really enjoy it. Not anymore. So where's Shannon now? Shannon, if you are watching this, we love you, bro. Oh my God, bunny then. But now don't create fake accounts and bunny then.
So now, obviously, in the bank, do you maintain this same outgoing, funny personality, or
no? I mean, yes.
Is this only with your school friends?
Only with my school friends, yeah. Because
now everyone's going to know.
No, that's fine. I mean, that's totally fine. Because when we are with our people, obviously we can be ourselves, right? But if we are in front of the office crowd, because we have to maintain some professionalism,
some decorum.
Yes, of course. So in that case. No, I'm not like this at office. Shape pege, yes, but not much.
You have a very outgoing personality.
Yeah.
Is this something you have always had, or is it something you worked hard to build?
I think no, I did not have this. I think I worked hard to build this. I can't even be serious. No, worked hard as in... No, come on. So... When you are into emceeing and comparing, you have to build that character, right? Without that, you can't even get business. So that's the main reason. And I'm that funny character. I mean, I'm very good with people, good with maintaining relationships with my friends. So, if not, I mean, why should I maintain something like, okay, I have to be like this? Audience is watching me. I'm not that kind of a person. So,
one thing I noticed about you once you became Host Lennox, once you made that transition, is your dress code. You significantly changed the way.
What do you mean?
No, bro, you were never like this. Okay.
Really?
You were just a hampada vidiyata andala.
What the hell?
Normal like it.
Really?
But yeah. So then. We noticed that you went from Shenal Mahanama to Host Lennox.
But still I'm Shenal Mahanama. I did not change my birth certificate.
But you transitioned.
Yeah, shape.
But now my question,
there are good offers going on Machan, these days. There are good offers going on. So why don't you
got a nice haircut and you started dressing a bit nicely. But my question to you was going to be, how important is your dress code when you're trying to present yourself as a brand or to your clients? Because obviously when you're emceeing, you're presenting yourself to companies.
Yes.
How important is it to dress well?
It's very important because now there's a saying, don't judge a book by its cover. But in real life, people judge the book by its cover, right? Yeah. So obviously, they look at how this person is dressed, because the way you dress, the way you behave, all, that's where people will judge you. Even though people will say, no, we are not judgy. People are judgy. So your first impression, of course, it has to be brilliant. It has to be next level. You have to dress well. And you have to be, your first conversation, whatever, has to be memorable. So I think that first impression matters. So if you are going for a meeting, if you're going for a discussion, if you're going to pitch something for your clients, even in my case, whenever I have to make any calls, I have to maintain that professionalism and at the same time, your dress code. So it's very important. This is my shape again. But anyway, how you dress is very important when it comes to, if you want to go up in the ladder, as I mentioned, to generate income, if you are planning to do a business. So obviously, dress code is very important.
You remember when we were prefects, we were asked to always wear shoes outside. We had to. There were certain rules.
But that was very good.
Exactly.
It was very good.
It was
Thank
very
you.
good.
Thank you to my school.
Yeah.
Is it fine if we mention the school? No.
I think we already did. I already said St. Peter's College.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So St. Peter's College. So
No,
thank
but
you.
that
Thank you to
was
my school.
at that time we didn't realize it.
Machan, can you remember whenever now, if we wanted to come inside the school, even for swimming, we can't just wear slippers.
And
right?
we can't wear shorts also.
Yeah, we can't
have to
wear
wear
shorts.
longs.
We can't wear slippers.
Yeah.
Because can you remember Lal uncle?
Yes.
Who was in the gate, at the
Yeah,
gate?
yeah.
So even he was very strict.
Yeah.
Whenever if he sees with like we are wearing slippers, he'll just tell us to go home.
Yeah,
Just get some pair of shoes and come.
At that time we were very rebellious and we thought this is very bad and
But now we
understand
realize.
the
Now we
value of
realize.
it.
Yes, of course.
Because when as kids you get that training.
Yeah.
As you grow into adults, I remember even my dad used to always scold me that I don't comb my hair. I used to let
even
it grow.
for that case, Mashang, my parents, if I wear slippers, if I want to go somewhere, mata siri. They were very strict. They wanted me to wear shoes wherever I go. Washroom mein gaddi onna. If you go to the washroom with a shoe, over ledek. මට මිනිස්සු බනි නේ මම comments turn off කරන්න can you do that or else you could delete when I ask Kavinka he's the head of
the Success Academy marketing
head of marketing at Success Academy ask that bugger to delete all the comments hateful comments ane දාන්න එපා නේ I'm a very like a rose malak like kind of a person look at me.
You know, we clip out the best parts of the video and put it front. I think I can make a complete video by clipping out those parts.
Yeah.
But
trailer and the video would be the same thing.
Yeah. All right. But overall, how important, to wrap things up, how important is it that someone learns, number one, how to speak English? And also, how important is it that someone learns how to speak confidently in public? Because what we do through TSA is public speaking training. Mainly that's what we are focused on. Spoken English is also something we touch on.
Yes.
But how important is it, now you're someone in the corporate sector,
yes.
to be able to speak confidently in public?
It's very important. Now as I mentioned earlier, I was into HR, right? I was into recruitments. I have seen people, by the way they speak, I mean, they are trying to say something. They are trying to portray something, but the words won't come out of their mouth, right? But at the same time, we feel that, okay, this person can work. I mean, this person have that ability, but the way they present themselves is the problem. They have missed so many opportunities. I feel sorry for them as well. Because sometimes the management, of course, they realize, of course, okay, even though this person can't speak in English, because now when we are having an interview in the form, there are few areas which we are looking at, right? The way they dress, their personality, and one column is the English language, the way they speak English. It's very important. Even if you are good at like wearing something, I mean, even your like previous prior work experience is very good, but when it comes to English, if it's not that good in the sense, if you can't speak English, so that's a problem, right? So I think, as I mentioned earlier, if you are planning to do something here in Sri Lanka, even if you want to go abroad, English is very important. Not only English, because when you have that ability, when you have that knowledge, when you know English, when you associate with those people, naturally you will be good in English. When you are good in English, it would be very easy for you to go places, because you can convince the management, you can do whatever, and they also feel, okay, we can't let this person go. Even when you give a resignation, they will ask you to stay. That is all because the way you speak, the way you present. So that is very important, guys. කොච්චර කිව්වත් ඉංග්‍රීසි නෙමෙයි අර සිංහල තමයි ලොකු තමිල් තමයි ලොකු. Yes, that is very important. සිංහල තමිල් කියන්නේ සිංහලෙක් නෙක්ට සිංහල බැරි නම් තමිලෙක් කෙනෙක්ට තමිල් බැරි නම් ඔබ ලංකාවේ ඉන්න එපා. Just get out of this country. අර මේ පුතුකොට තියෙන ලංකාවේනේ. මේ කොයරි යන්න. But English is also very important. And at the same time, not only English. Now we'll say you are good, very good in English. හොඳටම fluent. You are very fluent in English, but still, if you can't present that, if you can't speak in front of a public, so once again, people will not notice you. Even if your English is good, if you can't present in front of a crowd, nikam baya wenawa na. So that is a problem, because I mean, knowing English is one thing, presenting is the other best thing because you should know both. So I think by the Success Academy, so they do spoken English. You are doing some
Public
other lecturers
speaking.
are there, and at the same time public speaking as well. They have recently started at CIPM. So this is the person whom you should contact. If not him, I mean, you could speak to Ashen.
Yeah.
Ashen. Yeah.
One last thing before we wrap up.
Yeah.
Now, since you have been in recruitment and a lot of people are trying to get jobs in the Sri Lankan market, get into banks, and I think getting into a bank is a very prestigious thing.
Yeah.
What are 3 things that people should work on if they want to get into the banking sector or in the corporate sector in general?
3 things now. I have to think 3 things, Matan. So anyway, number 1 is your appearance, how you dress, because that reflects you because you are the face of the company, right? Whenever you meet we'll say a client, that's how they judge you. I told you, no, even we say don't judge a book by its cover, machang, people judge the book by its cover. Cover දැකලා තමයි පොත ගන්නෙ. පොත cover plain නම් පොත ගන්න නෑනේ. So people judge you the way you look, the way you dress. That is number 1. And at the same time, language. Language is very important. English, mainly English. Even if it's Sinhala, Tamil, yes. But majority, it's English because when you speak in English, machang, customer දැන් අපි හිතමු customer, if you speak in Sinhala, customer උඹට බයින්න මරාගෙන කන්න ප්‍රශ්න ඇහුවත්, but මචං when you speak in English, sometimes customer won't do that. Have you noticed that in our parliament also?
English වලින් ප්‍රශ්නයක් ආපු ගමන් මිනිස්සු කොර වෙනවා.
Oh, when there's a debate in Sinhala, අම්මට සිරි අර කවුද අර මට නම් කියන්න හොඳ නෑනේ. This bugger will get death threats. Common negative now, but when it comes to English, it's pin drop silence. So that's number 2. Number 3 is education. I think because without education, there's no point. Not only in banks, wherever you go, even for your life, education is a must. කවුරු කිව්වත් නෑ education නැතුව සල්ලි හොයන්න පුළුවන් ඉතින් අර මොනා හරි ටිකක් transport කරලා you could do that ඉතින් ඒකත් වැරදිචලා තමයි ඉතින්. So English, your appearance, and what else? What did I mention?
Language.
No, education. Education is very important. So get your education done. Get your stuff done because now when it comes to banks, especially they recruit you. Initial stages like trainees or bank associates, there's an age limit, right? You have to be below 25 years of age. But even if you want to be below 25 and at the same time they ask for your educational qualifications, but if at that time if you have not completed any education, so then you're out, right? So even I can remember at my first bank that I worked for, they were looking for an A for English. So English is very important. I think mama කියන්නේ, so those are the 3 things that I want to highlight, and at the same time practice makes you perfect, because practice and consistency, because even if you practice නිකම් practice කරා දැන් කම්මැලි වන්න ඉඳාගන්න that won't work. Consistently you have to do that the same thing for a very long time. එහෙම නැතුව බෑ. And if you have a few more tips as well, even if you're going in your car vehicle, even if you go somewhere, even when you commute in your staff transport or whatever, if you're listening to something, try to listen to English songs. සිංහල ඉතින් කොහොමත් අහනවනේ අනේ සිංහල අහනවා තමිල් අහනවා වාඩා මාපල යෝ අහනවා, but try to listen to English songs, and at the same time English radio this thing in the morning shows. So listen to those things because it would help you in a very, very positive way, because one day of course if you want to go out of this country as well, English is very important. IELTS, LPPT ඔය ඔක්කොම ටික කරන්න English නැතුව වගේ මේකෙන් කරන්න බෑ. No, much of my question is now I have seen people, sorry, I know you want to wrap this up thing.
No, I don't. I'm not in a hurry at all.
No, I mean, that's fine. I'm in a hurry. No, I'm not. No, what I've seen is, now I have seen machang people are going to Korea, Japan. හැබැයි මුන් මචං මේක ඉරාගෙන පාඩම් කරනවා මචං for Korean exams කියලා බිත්තිවල ගහනවා කොළ ගහලා පාඩම් කරනවා මචං. They are very good in Korean. It was, have you seen those classes TikToks? You must have seen since you're a sir. නැත්නම් බැඩකුත් නැහැ මූමුගේ මේ මාකට් එක දන්නේ නැත්නම්. And then Japan යන කට්ටියත් අර මොනවාද not NVQ, some other qualification is there, level 4 5 කියලා තියෙනවා. So they learn Japan අර හෙන්න මේක දාගෙන කරනවා. Even if you're going to Europe, Italy නම් ඒක හොඳට French නම් අර අපේ අභිෂේක් වගේ හොඳටම මේ you focus on that. But why can't you focus on English? English නම් පොඩි කාලේ cat dog හරි අහලා තියෙනවනේ. cat, dog, apple, bat. ඕවා අහලා තියෙන ඉතින් පොඩ්ඩක් අහලා තියෙන දේ ගැන චුට්ටක් just focus. දැන් මට බනින්න එපා. හරිද? What I'm saying is the truth. And I think all schools, this is my personal opinion, not Success Academy, my personal opinion. All schools in Sri Lanka, they should implement, you should only speak in English. I'm thankful to my school machang now, since I think started from grade 1 to 5 democracy in the Now, initially the majority classes were Sinhala, 2 English medium classes and 1 or 2 Tamil classes we had. But now
they're making all classes.
Making as in it's already implemented. So majority, like 5 classes are English, 2 Sinhala.
That's the best thing that could happen.
I mean, machang, come on. It's where you learn English because once you go home, if your parents are speaking in Sinhala, I mean Sinhala, you obviously you know Sinhala. We are in Sri Lanka, bro. We are in Sri Lanka. So English is what we have to learn. I think Korean igana ganna wage effort එක දානවා වගේ just put some effort to English. මේ ඉන්නේ. කෙලින්ම මේ එහෙම දවස් 10ක් නම් උගන්නන්න බෑ. I don't think it's possible. එහෙම තියෙනවද මේ course එක? I can change the statement.
No. Right. I don't. My shortest course is 4 months.
4 months?
4 months.
So, 4 months. Yeah, 4 months of course, yes. That's very reasonable. අර සමහරුන් කියනවානේ දවසින් ඉංග්‍රීසි උගන්වනවා. දවසින් ඌටත් ඉංග්‍රීසි බෑ.
ඌට කොහොමත් ඉංග්‍රීසි බෑ. ඒක වෙනම කතාවක්.
එහෙම so don't fall for those traps. හරිද? So I think you should approach them.
And we have the best thing is we have an ongoing program where people can come weekly throughout the whole year and practice.
Okay.
They are in a fully English speaking environment.
Okay.
And they can practice speaking in English with other like-minded professionals.
Wow. See? I think now I can, so I was, where I was now Sheshan, I can remember back then when we were at grade 4, 5. I can remember this bugger, he kept on reading books every day. Ayyo, muwa dakkahama mata epa wena ara muspentu every day this bugger reads something. But for me, I'm not a book guy. I was into athletics and all. So I was not interested in books. For this date, I'm not interested. But machan, I have a bookshelf at home. I just keep on ordering. But somehow I cover that by watching Netflix. Right? Netflix, not Hindi, Tamil. I mean, I watch those as well. But English series. So anyway, I have to improve that as well, that aspect. But that's how he started everything. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
So then after that, he wanted to start his own academies. Now look at where he is. He started with few followers. Only friends were following him at that time. Of course. That's where we all start. Right? That's where we all start, right? So
yeah, I remember I used to forward it onto our prefects group all the time, say follow, because we had 32 prefects and at one point I would let 10 followers.
He was very happy. He thought, okay, oh my God, some other people must have followed me, but it's our guys. So, I mean, even your friends' network, your friends are very important when it comes to English and whatever you do. අර කියනවනේ මචං ඔයා associate කරන 3-4 දෙනා වගේ තමයි ඔයා වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් so බනින්න එපා. මං ඉස්සෙල්ලත් කිව්වා don't scold me. Hate comments ඔක්කොම you just delete මචං. If not මචං ask how you going to delete.
It's good for engagement.
Oh මම මෙහෙම කිව්වා මචං people won't comment. So they'll be like, oh, okay, wow, what a good episode. So, yeah. So English is very important. I think now he's conducting public speaking classes, spoken English classes, and IELTS as well. So if you want to go abroad, දවසින් රට යන ඒවා කරන්න එපා. බෝට්ටුවෙන් රට යන ඒවා නැතුව if you want to go හරියට යන්න ඕන නම් the best place is Success Academy because I know how he engaged with his students and because he gives his 100% even when we have events like gatherings when we have to go out with our friends. Sometimes this bugger takes his laptop. Machang, sorry machang, I can't. I'll join y'all machang, y'all enjoy, but machang I have to focus on my students. I have a session. So that's the commitment that he gives. Sales වැඩි කරන්නත් එක තමයි කියන්නේ. But this is the place where you have to come. Yeah.
All right. That was a very interesting episode.
Very interesting. And once again, not coffee. So there will be another person who will be joining this episode. Still, it will be water.
Or maybe I'll actually give people coffee.
No, look, it's water.
You wanted water. I asked you if you wanted coffee.
So what are you having?
I was having water, sir.
There's no water at all. All right, it's water. Mar rahai.
If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel. Comment down below for sure.
Yeah, you can't comment up. No, comment down below. Subscribe, share.
Till our next video.
Or else create a new YouTube channel and subscribe our channel. Create hundreds of accounts and subscribe.
No,
share,
now we have
follow,
to say the slogan.
And watch the same thing. Watch
Slogan,
the same
man.
video.
Slogan.
Couple of times. Yeah, slogan. Okay.
Till our next video.
Keep practicing.
There we go.